Hi, what's up everyone? Hold on. Oh god. I just can't hear anything through those, so I can't tell if I'm yelling. Sorry. Video's already off to a bad start. So today I wanted to eat my dinner, which is lasagna and bread and salad. Costco lasagna, if you were wondering, which you probably weren't. But anyways, I wanted to just do one of those things which they call a mukbang, which I wear braces, so I don't know how this is gonna go, but I'm gonna try and talk with as little mouth as possible so that you guys aren't grossed out by me. And since I don't have anyone who comments to me or my Instagram is such private, I figured my first topic would have to be the man who escaped Alcatraz, or rather the men who escaped Alcatraz. And I know that one of them was Frank and the others were hold on, let me look. Yeah, Frank Morris and Clarence Anglin and John Anglin. They were the only people to escape. And their plan was very well thought out, or at least I thought so. I mean, they spent months concocting it. And obviously they'd be extremely old by now, with Frank being around 93. And Clarence, I think, would be 89. He'd either be 89 or 90. I can't remember which one would be 89 or 90, but Clarence and John would be 89 or 90. And then clearly they would be pretty harmless now, but I don't know. I think it's pretty crazy that you can escape a maximum security prison that was surrounded by water. Of course, many people argue that they might have fallen into the water and died. And sure, that's a pretty plausible argument. Although, I'm pretty sure that with the adrenaline they probably had that night, and just because, I mean, they've been in multiple situations. Not that they've been in a situation where they've had to swim to a different island, but apparently they could have survived 2 hours and 30 minutes in that water, which people swim in that water all the time. My own stepfather has done it. So clearly people can swim in it and make it out alive. And so I just think it's cool that, I mean, obviously it's not cool that criminals were on the loose and are still technically on the loose, but just imagine. I mean, they probably didn't have any children because then they would actually have to sign all the documents and things, unless they had children without those things. But you know, if they had children, or even just the people that they live around, just imagine telling people that you escaped from a maximum security prison. That has got to be one of the coolest things in the world. And even though the raft did eventually stop working, they put a lot of thought into that. They went to the ventilation pipes and heated up the jackets. I can't remember what it's called, but I think it's called vulcanizing. So they were able to do that to their raft, and so the raft was actually kind of warm when it went into the water. I don't know. I just think that their plan was well thought out, and if they did make it, then it was clearly well executed, and I just thought that's pretty cool. And then my next topic was going to be about the man who most likely committed the torso murders. And I don't know why. I just kind of thought that it's strange how his name was like Francis Sweeney. And Sweeney Todd, though the musical wasn't aired on Broadway until 1970 something, 1979 or 1980. Don't hold me to that, I'm not sure. But the actual script, though written by an unknown author and under a different name, was actually written in 1846, I believe. And so I think that it's kind of weird how they each used their profession to their advantage when it came to killing. They would perhaps lure someone in and then use their jobs to help them commit crimes. I know this is a weird topic, but I don't know. Strange topics just fascinate me. And obviously, I don't think he was at all inspired by Sweeney Todd. I just think, I'm pretty sure that Shane Dawson has touched on this before, but there are strange parallels in life. And I don't know. I just think that it's a strange parallel. There's a fly over here. My brothers today are having a sleepover with one of their friends. And he's a really sweet kid, but my mom won't let me go into the meeting room. Which is nice because I'm already antisocial. But yeah, he's a good kid. I enjoy his presence. He's kind of a wild kid, I don't know. Like, not crazy in the typical way. He just kind of has a wild personality, and some of his actions reflect that. And that's kind of like the opposite of what I am. I have a weird personality, but none of my actions really reflect that, I guess. Unless you count talking to other people as an action, in which case, obviously. Talking to people is so hard. For me, it takes someone actually walking up to me. I cannot go out and talk to other people. They have to turn around in their seat or, like, walk over to me and say, "Hey, what's up? I noticed you were alone." And I'll be like, "Oh, yeah, I'm alone. Hi." Because I have friends. I just don't... Okay. They don't usually pay attention when I talk because they've been friends for years. And I only... That fly. Sorry. Something's stuck in, like, the front of my braces and I don't want you to see that. Anyways, they've been friends for years and I've only been here for 2 years. And so I'm just not as close in their friend group as they are to each other. And so typically they'll have this really cool conversation with each other. And I can try and talk, but usually it just leads them to talking about more things about them. And I'm like, oh, nice. Great. I don't know. They don't really include me in certain things. And I know that I can find friends who do. Well, honestly, I don't know. All I know is that if I'm not gonna get the benefit of talking to people, I don't want to be around them. So, about 3 weeks before school was closed down, I just started going to the library instead of talking to people. Like, I wouldn't read because, frankly, I don't like reading. It's boring to me. Very rarely do I find a book that can actually keep me interested. Actually, I guess I'll go off on a little tangent here. I've been reading this really good book off and on because I can't read for more than 3 days in a row. It's called Scythe, and it's pretty good. I think I've already told you about it, so I'll spare you the tale. But, basically it's just in, like, a futuristic world, not post-apocalyptic or anything, just futuristic, where they have conquered death, and they need scythes to kill people so that the world doesn't get overcrowded. So anyways, I started just going to the library, and there are tables where you could sit with a group, but instead, I sat at the one lonely chair in the corner. It was a very comfortable chair. I do not regret sitting there one bit, because the chairs at the tables didn't look half as comfy. So, I'm gonna give myself a pat on the back for that one. But yeah, as you can see behind me, I have a plethora of paper cranes. My hands get bored. Like, I don't know, I just make one whenever I start to feel bored while doing anything. I just stop and make one. Well, I don't really stop. I let videos play in the background and I make one or make 5. Today I made 10. Just because I'm kind of in here since my brothers are having that sleepover, like I mentioned. And frankly, I don't really mind. I'm actually enjoying myself quite a bit because I've been able to watch so much anime. Speaking of which, I am very sad that I only just started watching Yuri on Ice. Well, I can't say that I just started watching it because I've already watched it twice, going on 3 times. But I know that it came out in, I think, 2016. And so I'm kind of like slapping myself over that because I don't know why I waited for so long. It's really good. I recommend it. And then I started watching Avatar: The Last Airbender again on Netflix because they put it up there. And honestly, Netflix, you deserve a big round of applause for that. I greatly thank you because that is one of the greatest shows on the planet. And if you ever take it down, I'll go over to your headquarters and beat every single one of you up. Oh yeah, another thing. I was watching a video today where it mentioned that the government wants to control you, and I started thinking about the fact that there are spy cams. Well, you can't even technically call them spy cams. Just, there are cameras everywhere now. I guarantee that you can't go to a single place other than maybe your home. Sometimes, like, occasionally people will find them in their homes, and it's really, really creepy to think about that. I mean, technically you have one in your home right now. It's literally the thing that I'm using to record this video right now. I mean, the whole entire world is watching us, and it's just kind of terrifying. And the thing is, I know that I'm being watched. I just can't really do anything about it. I need my phone. It's not like I can just ditch it and not have anything. I mean, I need it to communicate to people without having to talk to them. But on a more serious note, it's just integrated in everyone's daily lives. I mean, we use them to email our higher-ups. We use them to find entertainment. I mean, what would we be doing right now if we didn't have these? I mean, obviously we can go outside, yes, but even outside gets boring after a while. There's only so many things you can do before you start wanting different kinds of entertainment, and that's where phones come in, I think. And they know that they have you hooked on this. It's like a drug. And I know that people use that as a bad thing. Like my developmental child psychology teacher. But really, it is. I mean, for so many people, it's such an important part of their lives. They could never let go of it. I mean, I tried for a month, and I actually was. I was able to not use my phone for a whole month, but that was over the summer. Imagine doing that just over any regular school month. Can you imagine how hard that would be? Like, not being able to check if everything's turned in on your classroom. Having to take pictures, especially during right now. I take pictures of so much of my work, like my math homework, and without my phone, I wouldn't be able to turn any of that stuff in. I might be able to do it with my Chromebook, sure. Problem is, it takes me way longer to look up how to do it than to just take a picture with my phone, click on the assignment, and tap upload picture. This lasagna is really good. Also, if you're not eating right now, why? Go get yourself some food. I know that we're already 19 minutes into this, but I assumed that you probably want to come and eat with me. And I know that you can't really see my food, especially at this angle, but like, it's almost gone. And I don't know if you remember how much we started with, but, you know. But I'm trying to be healthy. I actually ran 2 miles this morning. I was pretty happy with myself because I haven't ran, like, with an effort in at least a month. It's been a pretty long time since I've actually tried to do something. And I don't know, I was pretty happy. I was pretty proud of myself. I ran really early in the morning. It was sprinkling over here just a bit. Not really sprinkling though, just kind of misty. Maybe I should scoot back a bit more. I feel like every time I lean in to take a bite, it's weird. Anyways, I'm going to try and do it again tomorrow. Obviously, I can't really make any promises to myself, but I'm honestly better at running early in the morning as opposed to midday, just because at the middle of the day, I'm already bored or like unmotivated to do anything. And so the only time that I want to go out and run is really early in the morning before I even start doing homework. Like today I left at 6:30 and it was honestly perfect. I felt like I did pretty good. I mean, I'm not a runner, I'm a swimmer, which is actually running is kind of the enemy. Whenever we do run swim runs in JG's, which is junior lifeguarding, whenever we do those, I cannot keep up with the runners, but I catch everyone in the swimming. I always end up like the 4th or 5th person to finish just because I can swim fast. Only problem is, if we do end up doing JG's this year, I guarantee that I will be extraordinarily slow. Because it only takes 1 week for the out of the water for it to start just feeling like molasses. I have been out of the water and unable to go to a pool for like, I think it's been 2 months. And I'm so sad. I want to get back in a pool. Ooh, this is horrible for a swimmer. I don't know. It's like torture. I just want to be in the water again. all I can do is take baths, and I don't want to take baths anymore. I want to go swimming in a real pool. If they open up the pool near where I live again, I swear I will go there at 5 o'clock in the morning and just swim for hours and hours, because I swear I miss it so much. Well, anyways, I guess I have this piece of bread left to finish. My brothers are home. I just hope they don't come in here. See, I get scared of my own family. Well, not scared. I'm just, like, timid around them, I guess. If they ask me to get out of a place, then I do. We have a media room, and if they ask me to get out, I just leave. I don't assert anything over them, because frankly, I don't care to. Like, why waste my time? I don't know. I don't want to waste my own time trying to be social, because I'm just not a social butterfly. Some people have the gift. My own stepsister has the gift. She's one of those popular kids who looks down on us, the weirdo kids. And, she's always asking me, why don't you ever talk to your friends? And I say, because I figure if they don't want to talk to me, then I don't really care to talk to them. I mean, why go out of my way to talk to people? It's not something that you have to do, so why do it? I don't know. She thinks friends are super important, and I think friends are just meh. I know from when I moved from Haverford, you can just leave a friend. They'll get a new number. You won't find out until a year when you're feeling all sentimental and you're like, well, I want to text this person for some unknown reason. You text them, they never text back. Friends are kind of disposable, I guess. You're always making new ones and leaving old ones behind. It's just how life works. Of course, I wouldn't say that I'd hurt any of my friends, obviously. I'm not evil. But would I leave them? Yeah. I mean, why not? Like, if I had the option between having the best friends in the whole wide world and being the owner of Amazon, being the CEO, and having billions of dollars, obviously I'd choose to be the CEO of Amazon. Why would I choose friendship over that? Why would anyone choose friendship over a life of success? I mean, I don't know. Maybe if a friend seriously backstabs me, I'll understand. But if anything, I'm the one who always just kind of disappears. I'm the one with no presence. Literally in every single group photo, I'm always the one who's in the back and who's not even paying attention because I have my headphones in. And I'm the person who, when we go swimming, is the first person in the pool because I don't want to listen to the captains talk at us for 5 minutes about something that I don't care about. I don't know. I don't know. I might be weird. Whatever. Sue me. I don't think I'm doing anything wrong by believing that friends aren't the most important things in the world. Sure, they're pretty good. But I mean, people just want success in their lives, I guess. Or at least I do. I want to be a successful person. And I want to have a family of my own that I can support and love, and if that means not being able to have that many friends and stuff, then fine with me. I don't know, whatever. I guess that's the video. I'm done with my food, so bye.